Taking a look at your grow weather forecast for the week. We are seeing a big chill setting into a good chunk of the country. Now that scoots off to our east during the short term. They are going to be dealing with those below average temperatures all the way from Texas up into Minnesota, and that extends all the way into portions of New England. So a lot of that chilly weather pushing east. We're going to be about average, but the eastern part of the state could still be dealing with those slightly below average temperatures as we head throughout the short term. Now also as we look off to the east, or off to the west I should say, just to our west, they are still dealing with some of that below average chill, but the west coast starting to see some temperatures climbing as we head through that short-term outlook. They are going to be above average on the California coast, and that continues to extend eastward as we head throughout the next 30 days or so. That warmth heads into our south and into portions of Florida over the next month or so. So we're going to still remain about average across the state, and a good chunk of the country also dealing with those about average temperatures over the next month, but that chill still remains up to our north. Looks like portions of Montana will be below average as that Arctic weather coming out of Canada hasn't really loosened its grip completely on the country, and they continue to deal with it over the next 90 days. Still looking chilly to the north, about average across the state and most of the central United States, but off to our south, parts of Texas and a good chunk of the southern United States, including the southwest, they are going to be above average. Some of that heat pushing up from the south, and that sticks with them over the short term and into that 90-day outlook. But changing gears as far as what you can expect as far as precipitation goes, looking dry for that short-term outlook, especially off to the west coast, and a lot of our weather that comes in from the west, and that means we will be dealing with those slightly below normal chances to see any rain or snow over the next 6 to 10 days, about average off to our north and slightly above average as you look down towards portions of the southeastern U.S. Now we do get those equal chances back across most of the country over the next 30 days or so. Some of that moisture beginning to form off to the north, so they are going to see those above average chances just off to our north and west, but the California coast still continuing to deal with those below average chances for any moisture, as well as Texas and into the southeastern United States. But over the next 90 days, that long-term outlook, most of the country right about average, those equal chances to see any moisture out there. So we could be picking up those about normal values of rain and snow as we head over the next 90 days or so. The southwest remaining dry, as well as the Florida Peninsula. They are going to be below average as far as any moisture is concerned, but we can certainly use whatever we do get in the way of rain or snow. Still dealing with portions of extreme drought as you look down into the southwest. Most of the state in that abnormally dry to moderate range as far as drought is concerned. So we should be normally right about 36 degrees. We're going to be slightly below average when we factor in our high temperatures through Friday, coming in at about 28, right about normal as far as our lows are concerned. So an old saying is, when clouds are in the east covering the sun, that indicates fair weather, and it certainly looks like we are going to see some dry days ahead of us.
If there's one thing we love about the program, it's seeing your photos. So make sure to keep those pictures coming. Email us grow@nebraska.tv or share those photos with us on Facebook. And when we come back, we travel to Taiwan through the eyes of a Central Nebraska youth.